30 superhero movies. I don't know if I should jump for joy or cry inside. So as you've probably heard, DC just announced this huge timeline of movies that they want to release between 2015 and 2020, which somebody combined with all the Marvel movies that are coming out in the next 5 years and made this giant timeline of superhero movies coming out. Oh, you want more? Well, okay then, how about this? They took also all of the Fox movies and all of the Sony movies and put them into the mix too. You boil it, mash it, stick it in a stew, and what do you get? 30 superhero movies between 2015 and 2020. How is that even possible? Well, I'm going to break it down for you, so you can either follow along with me, there's going to be a link in the description to exactly the graphic I'm referring to, or you can just listen to me talk, because, let's face it, who wouldn't want to listen to me talk? So in 2015, we basically have 3 different superhero movies. We've got The Avengers, Age of Ultron, Fantastic Four, and Ant-Man, coming out May 1st, June 19th, and July 17th, respectively. Now, obviously everybody knows that The Avengers is going to dominate the box office, and hopefully the Fantastic Four reboot will be good. I personally enjoyed the first one, was not a big fan of the second one like most, and I have strong hopes going into this reboot. But Ant-Man, oh boy. Then the pot sort of starts to get a little bit bigger in 2016, where we've got 6 superhero movies coming out in 2016. Now, as some of you may know, Batman vs. Superman just got pushed forward to March 25th. It was originally supposed to come out May 6th alongside Captain America 3, but they backed out because, let's face it, both movies were not going to do as well as they could if both movies were on the same day, which is good for us because we get to see this movie earlier, and in the end, that's what matters. So we've got Batman and Superman starting the charge in 2016, followed by Captain America 3 on May 6th. And May 27th, we've got the new X-Men movie, Age of Apocalypse. I don't know if it's actually going to be called Age of Apocalypse, but I do know it's going to be something apocalypse related, and that's good. I enjoyed Days of Future Past and kind of liked what they were doing there, so I have very high hopes for that. Then we have 2 unknown movies, one of them Marvel, one of them DC. The Marvel movie's coming out July 8th, and the DC movie is August 5th. And then finally, we conclude 2016 with the Sinister Six movie on November 11th. So then 2017 comes along, and we've got 9 superhero movies. 9 of them! Now, a lot of them are basically unknown at this point. We've got an untitled Wolverine movie coming out March 3rd, an unknown Marvel movie May 5th, an unknown DC movie June 23rd, a bunch of Marvel movies coming out in July and November. I can only imagine that these are going to be the Phase 3 movies, like the sequels for Avengers, so hopefully we'll get another Thor movie, probably Iron Man 4, hopefully, fingers crossed. Maybe some new IPs, maybe the Black Widow will finally get her own movie. God, maybe the Incredible Hulk will finally get his own movie, because I think Mark Ruffalo has done a good enough job with Bruce Banner that he deserves his own movie. But I digress. We've got only 2 DC movies coming out in 2017, one on June 23rd and one on November 17th, so not really sure what to think of that, not entirely sure what that could possibly be. We know somewhere in this mix there's definitely gotta be the Justice League movie, but until, according to another report which I'm putting in the link in the description, we won't find out until next month. A lot of these new movies that were announced by DC, we probably won't figure out what exactly they are until the end of this month, which will be good, so you can stick around and hopefully I'll make a video about that too. Also in the mix, recently announced, we've got the Venom movie, which I'm so glad they're finally doing, because the child in me, the little boy who went to see Spider-Man 3 almost 10 years ago, was crushed to see his favorite villain get just bombarded with just horrible script writing and acting and just, gah, I was disappointed. And trust me, if you can disappoint a child at age 10, I mean, you know you've done something horrible, because just, wow. And then we also have an unknown female-driven Spider-Man movie, so I have no idea what that could be either. Maybe a female Spider-Man, maybe something related to Black Cat, I don't really know, but got a lot of movies coming out in 2017. So at this point, there's basically nothing that we really know between 2018 and 2020. It's just a bunch of unknowns. We know that hopefully, assuming the Sinister Six movie and Venom movies do well, that they'll make The Amazing Spider-Man 3, which is coming out May 4th of 2018 now. We've got 3 Marvel movies coming out on May 4th, July 6th, and November 2nd. And we've got 2 DC movies coming out March 23rd and July 27th. We also have a Fox movie July 13th. No idea what that could be. Maybe another X-Men, maybe an X-Men spinoff, or Deadpool. Whoa. That would be so tight! 2019 kind of dies down a little bit. We've got a DC movie April 5th, a Marvel movie May 3rd, and June 14th is an unknown DC movie. So I can only imagine that if there's only one Marvel movie at this point, that 2019 is when we'll hopefully see Avengers 3, which will be the Infinity series with Thanos, and we get that final climactic battle that they're just teasing us at this point, which is going to happen, and I'm so excited when it does. But that's basically all that 2019 has in store for us. And finally, 2020. On April 3rd, there's a DC movie, and June 19th, there's a DC movie. That's all we really know. So if you were following along, doing your math on your fingers, you would count 30 superhero movies between 2015 and 2020. That's insane. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, it's just like an overload of just overwhelming film coming out, and I don't know what to make of all of this. I mean, I'm a believer, of course, with the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and that new IP was awesome. It was a great movie, it was well done, and so I'm hopeful that kind of trend of new Marvel IPs and new DC IPs are put into the hands of directors and screenwriters that actually know what they're doing and know what they're talking about, so they don't have to worry about disappointing us fans, because unfortunately there are quite a bit of superhero movies or comic-related movies that just flat out suck. So that's my 2 cents on the matter. What do you guys think? What would you guys want to see? Who would you want to see on the big screen from your favorite comics? Personally, I would love to see a Deadpool movie. I think the new CGI that came out, the CGI trailer thing that was kind of leaked out and everything, was an awesome teaser, and I think it was purposefully leaked so they could give an idea of how the fan reaction was, and I really hope that they follow through with it, because that has so much potential. I'm just blown away, basically. Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like if you liked it. Share some comments with me. Just engage in an interaction and have a discussion and everything. I'm here, always here for you guys. So until next time, thanks for watching.